Yeah, hi Pep. There's been quite a lot of talk about the final being in Istanbul and whether it should be there or it should be moved. Do you have an opinion on that yourself?
Martin, I'm pretty sure we will be there. Where? UEFA issue. But I assure you, we will be there.
Yeah. But you don't have a sort of strong opinion either way, though, no?
I'm pretty sure UEFA will decide the best, for everyone. And to go to Istanbul will be a pleasure. I think the only situation right now is it depends on the situation for the pandemic there in COVID. And if they decide to move on, stay here or in this country or another place, we'll take the plane or the bus and we'll be there.
Thank you, Martin. Simon Baszkowski.
Hi, Pat. Fernandinho said this week he thinks the mentality of the squad has changed this season, learned to better manage the difficult situations. Is that something that you've seen from the players?
Maybe the way we defend the first half, when PSG was better than us, like we struggled defending deeper than we are not used to, because we didn't want it, but we could not do it differently because they were better. Maybe in other seasons we fell down. And we were stable and we were aggressive and consistent and wait our momentum that it happened in the second half when we adjust something, and the second half was much, much better. So if Dino, these comments reflect what I said, so that's good. That's good.
Not to get too far ahead, but does it give you confidence for next season and beyond if the players feel like they're still improving
every
after
season?
5 years together?
From my experience, Simon, every season is completely different than the previous one. If you expect that this consistent, like we have done this season, is going to happen next season, will be a huge mistake. We're going to start from zero. It's going to be changes. We have to see how we react everyone with this successful season. How we behave personally as a group, many things. But Simon, I'm pretty sure one did. I'm not thinking about that, not even 1 second. So next season we're going to start the preseason and we will see what happens. So every season is completely different. Everything starts from zero, and we will see how is our determination and desire to still being up there or not, and we will see.
Thank you, Simon. Next we'll go to Jim Conlon.
Hi Pep, I just want to ask you about Ederson. He's a regular for you. He's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world in terms of his position, and obviously he has remained injury-free throughout the season, which is very important as well. I'm just wondering, in terms of your backup options, in terms of goalkeeper there, the young guy Gavin Basnu, an Irish international out there in Rochdale, who's played 38 games, cap for Ireland there recently. What's the competition like for underneath Ederson in terms of fighting for the second spot in terms of goalkeeper?
The first part of the question, we could not have a better goalkeeper than Eddie that we have right now. Suits perfect for the way. The impact he has on the team is massive. And his composure and the way he faced the good moments by moments is incredible, remarkable. His incredible work ethic. He's under the best trainer keeper in the world, and Xavi Mancisidor is the best one. He's been helped with Richard, like both make an incredible job, with not just with Eddie, with Zach, with Scott and the young guys that we have, like in the past with Claudio Bravo, with Aaron Muric, with many players that we had, of course with Joe Hart. So we are lucky. In the second part of the question, I don't know, I didn't understand you about was saying about, or was this a question, no?
Just in relation to a young Irish goalkeeper that you have out loan that's part of Manchester City, playing with Rochdale, Gavin.
No, yeah. I know he's playing really well, Xavi told me, but the decisions what's going to happen next season about the keepers still is not on the table, and we'll discuss when finish the season.
Okay, next we go to Jamie Jackson. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Pep. just with regard to your sort of injuries this season, you voiced very understandable concerns at the start and all through the season about the packed schedule. But I mean, Nathan Ake and Gabriel Jesus and Sergio have had issue, of course. But have you been surprised actually that the injuries haven't been worse? And if you agree with that, why is this, considering it has been so hectic?
Yeah, Sergio had a long injury, and Nathan was long as well. I think Gabriel had more than COVID and one injury in the beginning. I was in a dangerous position in the leg. You have to be cautious, especially in the beginning. But the rest was incredible. It was a surprise. This kind of things always I reflect. I think about what in the previous season, for example, we had many injuries. What was the reason why? Had more injuries, doing exactly the same with the same guys, the same physios, the same preparation, the same food, the same cookers. I think the same wives. I don't know why in one season is perfect and the other one struggle a lot. I think when the mood is good, when you are winning games, from my experience, the people you get less injured than could be for the amount of intensity. Because the injury is not about being safe or being healthy. It's not about, I would say, the preparation is about your happiness. And it's curious to say, because this year in lockdown, when everybody don't doing what they want to do because it's at home, here, home. But yeah, I think the backroom staff, the physios, the doctors, all the people work incredible, tough and well this season, and that's why we could rotate a lot of players, 6-7 players every game, and that helps, everybody involved and be consistent and tough and all competitions. And that's why is I said to them, a big compliment all of them to be possible to achieve, to be possible to do it.
Dom Farrell.
Hi there, Pep.
Hi.
Just want to ask about Alex Zinchenko, who had a really good performance in midweek. He's a guy who has probably not always been first choice. He's been in and out of the team. Some people thought he might leave sometimes. The fact he keeps coming back, what does that say about his quality, but also his mentality?
First of all, Alex fought a lot to be here. It was possible to be loaned or be transferred, saying, no, I want to fight to be here. That means a lot, first. And second, is a guy who plays in another position, never complain. The third, he doesn't make mistakes. When you say something, he read it immediately. He's always focused. He's always concentrated. We cannot forget, as a left back, this season fought against Salah, against Rashford, against the last game, for example, against all the Di Maria, against the toughest opponents. And he doesn't make mistakes. The quality with the ball is exceptional, we know it. But in departments like in defensive back four, there is one thing, the most important thing is don't do mistakes. And that's what we see if you play good, better. And Alex, when he played in Dortmund, played last game, or played this season, always is stable in that. And that's why he deserves to play.
Thank you, Dom. Last question then comes from Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. You've obviously had a very long season, very difficult season. You're not had a midweek off, I don't think. Would it be beneficial to you as a manager to win the Premier League as soon as possible so you can start giving players a little bit of rest, given all the matches that they've been through?
Paul, I want to be honest. The players, they will not be rest to think about the final of the Champions League. So sometimes if you win in the last fixture or last two fixtures of the Premier League, always you are more involved in that. But now we have a period like we have 6 days and the Chelsea, Newcastle, after we have 5 days, I think, Brighton, or 4 or 5 days Brighton, and after we have 4 or 5 days. So now the schedule is a little bit more fresh. Now it's time to try to, it's in our hands, we don't depend the other results, to win the Premier League as quick as possible. I could say it will not be easy, because the opening we have tomorrow is not necessary to add something else. But will be good. First to celebrate, to enjoy it, to have time to, guys, we have done something good the moment we can get it. And after, of course, every player will be focused. So it's not necessary to tell them be focused for the last game of the season, because no one in this club have been there before. except Ilkay, maybe play the final, the Champions League. The rest, or in this club, I would say. So that's why everybody will be so focused to arrive in this final the best condition as possible.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody. Thank you.